Project Director Twin Win with the Southern California Asian and Pacific Islander Festival is here. And she's going to share all about this beautiful event that's back at the Civic Center this April. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you so much.
I'm so happy to have you here.
Yeah, I know, and good to see you in this role, and you know, when we get to do different work in different places too. So.
Absolutely. Well, I want you to share about the event this year.
Yeah.
The last year was 2023, and you kind of had a year of rebuilding and reshaping the event, and it's making its way back.
Yeah,
so
great. We were really fortunate in 2023 to really be able to bring the event to life. It was a vision of one of our former organizer and founder, and the team of the four of us brought it together, and it was a success beyond our imagination of like having 12,000 people in the first one. And it was so much fun and joyous, and like it was really magical. And so when we debrief, you know, the following year, we were like, okay, we have a sense of responsibility to bring it back. And folks had other personal engagement, and so we spent a year just thinking about how can we really bring this back, but like sustain it over the years, right? Because we want to do it annually, and so we now have a leadership team and all of that good stuff, and our community engagement and partners to really be able to bring this back in the same spirit that Umeke had led us with, which is really culture preservation. In whatever ways they want to celebrate what it means to be Asian, American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander, and what that means, whether it be that is through really preserving the tradition, celebrating the tradition and cultures, and the histories, or it's really about exploring your identities and what that means, right? Like, what does it mean to be Asian and American, and putting that together and bringing that. So I'm excited to really be at the helm with some of our folks to really do that this year. And you know, with emerging folks like Deja Fasili, who really is, since the last festival, has helped to really anchor last year the Brooks celebration, since we didn't have the festival. And now she is inside of Oceanside Museum of Art and curating partnerships with contemporary dance artists and other folks to really bring that other piece of the work that she wants to do through movement and dance as a way of wellness and being. So it's exciting to kind of be able to find and engage with folks I've never met before, or with artists who are so inspired or so excited to be like, I'll paint a mural live for free, and figuring out how to incorporate my love for dogs and cultural celebration into a live mural. So Sheila Chen, who's come into our world, is going to do that at the festival. So one of the many ways in which, you know, we're exploring that here and playing around with it a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, such an impressive way that you approach the festival, and bringing people together and honoring history and honoring tradition. It really is a beautiful event, and I really hope people take advantage of being a part of it. Lots of things that they'll see there, right? An array of different types of food. And as you mentioned, the live art and movement and dance.
Well, I think for us, the mixture of everything is so exciting for us. So for example, just having our partners down Peerview Way of just really engaging beyond the festival and then to ANHPI month, like Oceanside Library and Artist Alley, who will be having active events of their own in their own spaces, while really thinking around you know, some of the food that we intentionally know that like we want to curate it around the ANHPI experience. So having that diverse and variety of food from Lao food, which we normally don't see in Oceanside, which we're excited to really have. And of course, Miss Kim with their fusion and diverse like Southeast Asian to other food that's there, and to Soa Wrap, who's like a fusion Filipino food, right? Like, and we're in a region that's like full Filipino food, and we have new generation of folks are reinventing of what that means. And so we're excited for that, and then crafting that's there, and with collectives of folks like from the Korean community who are both going to be present and then also performing. And so really highlighting also traditions that folks normally don't see is also the goal. And then just activities for kiddos and family, because that's part of it, is like how do we create experiences that are fun but also are educational and learning, right? So so there's like coloring and comic book creation, and making lanterns and things, and then of course the martial arts stage, of which we got some folks who are coming back and doing all this wonderful work of like the Taekwondo to Kendo to Eskrima, which is a Filipino traditional martial art, to other folks that we're bringing in as well in that. But last and not least, of course, like we can't have a celebration of cultures without cultural performances, right? So Koi Hula, Lima Cam Martinez, who is the Kumu of the Halau, and also one of our founder and also president of Umeke, who brought this together the first year, is gonna be performing, and they're wonderful and really in the core tradition of preserving culture, while really sharing the art and the language that's critically and important. And really, of course, like we got taiko drumming and line dancing and the like, and then Eva Mathers, who's 13, who sings in Chinese, is gonna also be singing. So, it's very, very fun for us to really be able to find all of these different things that's gonna be so fun and engaging for folks throughout. And then we got new ideas like folks wanting to do mahjong. That's happening, and folks will get to learn how to play mahjong and maybe compete in mahjong if you're good enough. And the Hong Konger Club is going to bring us through that. So we're hoping that as folks are navigating through the festival, they're having a little bit pockets of everything, and that enjoy
incredible
and then I think it's to be like spend the day, right? Like we're in the beautiful Oceanside, and we have so many of lovely small businesses also surrounding us, and so many things to see. And so like spend a little bit of time at the festival, spend a little bit of time at the beach, come back together. And for folks who are traveling from the Southeast or from, Marietta or from Los Angeles to come and see folks, this is one of those fun and exciting things that we have. And I think I can't say enough in being grateful to our community partners who are leading a lot of this. And so that's the part where I'm like, it's so easy to do a thing when I'm like curating a thing and not doing it, right? And so for folks like Tai Chi Edge, who does their weekly Tai Chi down in Tyson Park, to be doing it that Saturday, and I know it's Earth Day, and then it's also International Tai Chi Day. There's a lot of activity across Oceanside to be enjoying, and they'll kick off the festival with a 60 people Tai Chi session, and then also be helping and sharing how Tai Chi can be helpful for your other stuff, and so part of the health and wellness component and all the things. So, a
lot to see.
I know.
There's a lot to do. April 26th, and it's downtown Civic Center area and Plaza and street. So join me there. Looking for volunteers.
Yes.
Where can people go to participate or support?
So www.apifestival.com is where folks can go. And we're still looking for recommendation and partnerships as we're looking through. And if you want to be engaged and volunteer, and I know this is an opportunity to just come on through, and we're here as a space to really also deeply engage and build connections. And so we hope to meet you and be there with you and your family in the space. So
Thank you, Twin.
Thank you.
It's going to be a wonderful event. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.